Well, the Eagles needed one win to clinch their spot in the ACC tournament next week, and they got that one win in a big way. 10-1 the final score over Notre Dame on a Thursday night to kick off this series. And it was really kind of an odd start to the game in the first inning against Cam Junker. He walked the first two batters, then after a sacrifice bunt. And Jack Cunningham, who's known for being the team leader in home runs, but it only took about 7 or 8 feet on the ground, and the Eagles find 2 runs.
Yeah, the ball stayed on the infield in the first inning throughout, but 2 runs end up scoring on this play. The poor decision made by Junker to throw home, and the poor execution leads to a second run coming in, and then the ball stays on the infield again in the second inning.
Yeah, it certainly had to be tough for Notre Dame. 3 throws to the plate. Felt like they had a chance to get a bunch of runs out, but the Eagles still find a way to score. Luke comes in there on the ground out to first base, so Eagles get off to a good start. 5 runs in the first 2 innings, and then it really breaks over with the Luke just crushing one to right field for the senior.
A run had already come in the 6th inning, but this was the cherry on top in response to the only run that Notre Dame scored all night in the top half of the frame. Jake Alou having a great senior moment in his final home series in his BC career.
And then speaking of seniors, Dan Metzdorf was brilliant once again. The Eagles ace moves to 7-2 on the season, lowers his ERA below 250 now, just 1 run allowed in 7 2/3.
Wasn't a big strikeout night for Metzdorf. He only struck out 4 in his 7 2/3, but he got a lot of terrific defense, specifically from his infield. They were able to vacuum just about everything up that came their way, and he finishes his senior season a winner.
And the Eagles clinch their spot in the ACC tournament.